Ahoy and happy Friday. I'm Ashley, your creative captain at Logodentity. Welcome to Brand Compass Live, where I help small business owners build brand systems they can rely on so growth feels easier and decisions take less energy. So today we are talking about a few things. Let's see. Transition. All right. Today we're going to have 4 segments for the Voyage. First is brand clarity, where we work through hesitation. I'll give you some examples of how I've worked through hesitation in my business and also how I've helped some of my clients get over theirs. And then behind the scenes, you're going to watch me film a video for a confirmation page on my own website. And then after that, we'll do brand systems, where I'll show you how to make your blog post share ready. And then at the end, we'll have a Q&A if you have any questions for me. Part 1. Here we go. When your business is successful, but you hesitate to share it. Let me know if these things sound familiar. You're proud of the business you've built. Your clients and customers love the work that you deliver, but you keep second guessing yourself when it comes time to share what you do. Let's uncover what's behind that hesitation. It might not be what you think. It's not a confidence problem. You don't need more motivation, and it's not about trying harder. You don't need to post a bunch more. You don't need to do more. You need to figure out what is out of alignment. Most hesitation comes from misalignment, not a lack of ability. So hesitation shows up on sharing your website. Maybe your favicon, that little symbol at the top of your tab, isn't there, or you don't have a share graphic on that preview thumbnail when you share a link. And maybe it shows up when you go to a speaking event, but your business cards just don't feel like they are the level of what you deliver. Or maybe you're hesitating every time it comes to post something on social media because you don't feel that the graphics or the message match what you're trying to offer. And then talking about what you do, that is sometimes really hard to figure out what you're going to say, simplify it, and make it clear what you do. So these are the things that we tend to hesitate on in our business. And the reason that our brands drift off course is because your business changes over time. You're offering something different than you used to. You've raised your prices. Maybe your audience has changed, but you haven't updated your systems, your messaging, and your style to fit this new direction of your brand. So when hesitation is pointing to these things, it means that you need alignment. It changes how sharing your business feels. If you have defined positioning, you have ease of explaining what you do. If you have clear messaging, you feel more confident when you speak. And if you have aligned visuals, you get excited to share your content. When alignment clicks, sharing stops feeling like a push. All right, so that first bit was a video that I'm going to be adding an intro and outro to and uploading as a separate video. With this live, I'm actually creating 4 or more pieces of content. And in a future live stream, we'll be talking about repurposing content. But today, it's time to move on to Signal 2. And this is for a confirmation page on my website. So you're getting a little behind the scenes. When someone fills out a form or schedules a call with you or purchases something, sometimes you have them go to a confirmation page. And I want my confirmation page to be like a thank you with a video that feels very personal so that my clients can really connect with me before they even hop on a call with me. So that's the goal for this bit. Let's see. Happy Friday, Michelle. Thank you so much for joining in the chat. Okay, so I'm doing a little back end here. I have to connect my browser for a second. All right, thanks for waiting. Okay, so this might take a couple takes. You'll see all my little mess ups and it's live. So this is just kind of a way to see a little bit more behind the scenes, and sometimes it takes more than one take, and that's okay. So here it goes. All right. thank you page, video, one more try. Welcome to Logodentity. I'm Ashley, your creative captain, and I'm happy to see you've scheduled a brand compass call. Together, we're going to pinpoint where your brand has drifted off course and then outline the steps to make it unforgettable and unmistakably you. You don't need to prepare anything, just come as you are. If you'd like, I've linked a short brand glossary below so you can get familiar with some of the terms we might be talking about. I'm looking forward to connecting with you and helping you get clear on your next best step. Talk to you soon. All right. What do you think of that take? All right, here we go. Thank you, Michelle. Yes, there is a delay in the chat. Actually, when I looked to see, it seems like there's actually quite a delay from the live recording mode to when it actually shows up live. So I might have to edit that for next time's live stream. So maybe there's some kind of latency setting that I need to fix. So still, thank you for sticking around while we get this figured out. Signal 3 today for the Voyage is showing you a little bit of how to make your blog post share ready. So in the last bit of the live, I mentioned a brand glossary. Now, I haven't completed this post, but I wanted to kind of show you what I'm going to be doing. So you'll get a little bit of behind the scenes. Happy Friday, Brittany. Thank you for joining us. So you'll get to see how I would make my blog post share ready, and then you can do this whether you have Wix or a different platform. Usually the settings are kind of similar. That way when you share your links, they will be more on brand and you'll be really excited to share those posts. Okay. Hi, I'm Ashley Shelton, your creative captain from Logodentity. Today, we are going to get this blog post share ready. Now, although this blog post is still in draft mode, I am still going to walk you through the steps that I take before I click publish or schedule a blog post. That way, when I share this link, it is more on brand and exciting to share. So, when you are in your blog editor, we're going to go to settings. Every blog post should have an image, a primary category, and some relevant tags. Now, tags aren't as important for SEO as you would think. These are more for quick clicks for your site viewers so they can easily navigate through your blog and find blog posts that are similar. So think of the tags as a way to find more of your content and stay on your website, and category, that is kind of like your content pillar, so they can see things that are in that content pillar. So first, your featured image. I would recommend either picking an image that you already have in the post or creating a open share graphic, which I'll get to in a moment. Right here. So this is a share graphic that I made for my case study page, and it is 1200 by 630 pixels. So I make these in Canva, and then I download them as a JPG so the file size stays smaller, and then I add them to my blog post. This works as both the cover image and as the share graphic when you're sharing it and you have that preview thumbnail. So I'm going to go ahead and just download this one as an example. We're going to make sure it's a JPG. Download that. Then we're going to come over here. And now we've added that featured image right here. And then it's also good to add alt text, so describing what is in the image. This is really good for screen readers or Google search so that they know what your image is of. And then you can also add an excerpt. This is when people are actually on your website, they're seeing a sample of what is in the post before they open it. So this is really to help them click into your post on your page. Then for the categories, obviously you would check whichever content pillar this is going under. And then the tags, usually these are divided by commas so that it makes that little tag label. All right, now SEO. So depending on which platform you have, a lot of them give you this nice little checklist as you're going through it to make sure that you have a focus keyword that is used properly throughout the post. It also reminds you to update the image or the title tag or the meta description. Now, when you're thinking about what your post links are going to look like when you share them, this is usually under SEO settings. So in the basics, you have your title tag, which is usually the blog post title, and then the meta description, which is kind of like your excerpt that you had. You just have to make sure it also includes the keyword. Bonus points if it also includes your brand name. Then under social share, this is where you see that thumbnail preview. So if it hasn't already pulled the share graphic from the settings, which is your cover photo, then you're going to add that here again. That way you have this nice graphic thumbnail whenever you share that link. This usually shows up on LinkedIn, Facebook, sometimes even on emails. You can have some kind of embed so that you can preview that. And you'll have the title tag show up here, usually in bold, and then your description shows up here. Now, you can keep this description on the share thumbnail the same as your meta description, or you can edit it a little bit because the preview sometimes has less characters than your meta description, and you want the most important bits to be at the beginning, so they're more likely to click it. So that's everything to prep your blog post for posting. Sorry. So that's everything for prepping your blog post so that it is ready to share. Okay. All right. So now we have talked about hesitation and how I have worked through that in my business and how some of my clients have. We have also done a behind the scenes of me making a video for my confirmation page. And now we talked about how to make your blog post share ready. All three of these videos I am going to be kind of cropping out of this live stream and adding intros and outros and taking out all those like empty pauses, maybe turning the like mess ups into bloopers or something at the end just for some fun. But this is something that I really wanted to do, one, because I would love to be live on here with you all and be able to chat with you and kind of build that authentic connection here on social media. I feel that YouTube has really gotten full of AI and probably all the other social platforms too. So being able to have that human to human type of content I think is really cool. And then also repurposing content so that we're spending less energy making content is really good. So I'm able to do these live streams. The goal is to create more content from what I've already filmed in one day. So this one live stream turned into 3 new videos. And now it's time for the Q&A. So let me know if you have any questions about what we talked today, or if you would like me to make a new video to answer a different question on things that we didn't talk about. You can even tell me if you've been experiencing hesitation in your business and you want to have me kind of talk through that with you. I'm happy to help. Oh, thanks, Michelle. I'm so glad that this helps you a lot. And I look forward to seeing you on the next live as well. Thank you. So, the plan from here on out is that I will be having a live like this maybe every other Friday if I feel the energy, I might do it like 2 to 3 Fridays in a row. We'll just see how that goes. But then the following Wednesday, I'll have the first video up, edited with its intros and outros, and then I'll just kind of post those weekly and just kind of keep those scheduled out so I can have that no hesitation and less energy to make the content and still be able to serve my clients. And if you want to be able to do something similar with your business, if you find that you've been hesitating to create content or share your website or anything else in your business, then I'd love to hop on a free Brain Compass call with you so that we can kind of pinpoint where that hesitation is coming from and find your next step so that you're not hesitating, so you're able to reach the goals that you want to reach in your business for 2026.